Hi everybody, I'm in the classroom today. Came in to get some things for teaching at home about eggs to chick, things like that. So parents, just wanted to give you a reminder, remember, do what you can do, find something they like and use it. Any work is good work, so just keep plugging away at it. iReady, reading and math are really great because we can track those and we can see the skills and the improvement, things like that. Extra math for math facts are also is a great one for them. We're going to try to Zoom tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I'll get as many kids as I can. I'm still having trouble with some emails and making contact with some parents, but I will continue to work on that. And then I did have a request for Zoom times to maybe be a little bit later due to work schedules, so when I touch base with you, we'll kind of talk about that and see what a great Zoom time would be for everybody and trying to go with the majority. All right, so that's for parents. Kids, reading. Remember to read 20 minutes a day. It's super important. I have heard from a few parents that kids aren't wanting to read or maybe do their writing, but reading is important. And I have some recommendations that go along with what we have on the calendar today, and some recommendations. So some people like an easy read just for relaxing. So Mercer Mayer is a favorite. Just a Mess, Me and My Dad, and Just Me and My Puppy. There's a million Mercer Mayer books out there, and I'm sure you could find those read to you online someplace. And another series that's a hit in our classroom is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's lots of books for those. I'm not sure if you can find the chapter books read as easily as you can the picture books, but see what you can find. And that's a great chapter book for people who are into a little bit longer story. All right? And then today, for writing, it said nonfiction, so something that's true, something that's really happening. And I got a couple examples here. They want you to write about it and talk about what you learned in the book. All right? And we've done that before. Remember to read the whole way around. So Toad and Frog, they're going to compare the two. They're both amphibians, but they're different because a toad lives more on land and a frog is more in the water. So that would be a good example, and you could talk about what you learned about a toad, what you learned about a frog. And then how animals move around is another example, and you could talk, some animals fly, some slither, some of course walk or gallop, and some swim. All right? So those are just two examples that you could tie in with the writing for today, but you can find many more, I'm sure. The weekly readers are a good example of that as well. There may be some articles in there, something you could do. On the calendar today for spelling, it said work with a partner, and I thought maybe if you did a pre-test, like just have someone give you a quick test like we do in here on Thursdays, see how you scored. The ones you got wrong, you need to work a little harder on. Math, we'll go over yesterday's questions. And we had some submissions, not as many as we have other days, but we had some. Remember to always start on the one side, they're the stars in this. 6, 1, and 8, and you could have done it by 6 and 1 is 7, then 7 and 8. You could have broke those apart. So 6 and 1 is 7, and 8 is 15. Carry your 1 over. 7 and 3 is a group of 10, and 6 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Carry over my 1. 5 and 4 is 9, plus this 1 is 10, and 12. We have 1,275. All right? You could have also done it 476 and 531. 531. Add them up. 6 and 1 is 7. 7 and 3 is 10. 5 and 4 is 9, plus 1 is 10. That's 1,007. Then take in your 1,007 and add it in 268. Uh-oh. I didn't line up correctly. Will I get the right answer? Cross it out. Start again. This happens a lot without having lines on your paper. 8 and 7 is 15. Carry the 1. 6 and 1 is 7. 2 and 0 is still 2. Drop your 1 down. 1,275. So I did it by breaking it apart. I did it together. Whichever way you did, as long as you came up with 1,275, great job. 9 is bigger than 4, so I can take away. If I have 9, I take 4 away. That will leave me with 5. But if I have 0 M&Ms and the M&M bully comes wanting 8, can I get that? No, I have to borrow from my neighbor. 7 becomes a 6, and 0 becomes 10. 10 take away 8 is 2. 6 take away 3 is 3. All right, 325. Let's check our answer. 4 and 5 is 9. 8 and 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 3 and 3 is 6. And 1 is 7. 709. All right. And we'll check on our math journal. So this was a lesson that I had open here and I thought we could do. It's a little review, but word problems are great. So let's see what happens here. All right. A fruit seller buys a carton of 90 apples. Stop. So he buys 90 apples. How many does he have? 90. Finding that 18 of them are rotten, I'm going to stop right there and circle 18. 18 of those are going to go away. They're rotten. He throws them away. Stop. He sells 22, so there's going to be some more going away, of the ones that are left on Monday. Now, how many apples does he have left? I'm going to do this as an A-B problem. He has 90 apples. 18 of them are what? Rotten. He's going to take those away. So, again, subtracting across zeros. You don't have any. The M&M bully wants 8. You have to borrow from your neighbor. 9 becomes an 8. 0 becomes 10. 10 take away 8 is 2. 8 take away 1 is 7. And so now he has left. He has 72 apples left. This number is going to go up here. So he has 72 left for now. What's he do with 22 of them? He sells them. And so now we're going to find out how many he has left to sell. This is after Monday, and this is a sale on Monday. 2 take away 2 is 0. 7 take away 2 is 5. 50. So my answer statement would be something like the fruit seller has 50 apples left to sell. Remember, all these words are up in the story someplace. You can find most of them up there. You could have also done a tape diagram. You could have also done a number bond. So, number bond would look something like this. So, in a tape diagram, let's just do it quick so parents can see what we're doing here at school sometimes. So, tape diagram, number bond, or the vertical way. All right? Make sure you label things. RDW for these, you know how that works, guys. Let's go into the problem set. All right, so we're solving using mental math. And mental math, you know, are facts you can do in your head. So if you've been practicing your facts every morning, you should be able to buzz right along. 8 minus 6 is 2. 80 minus 60, we're just adding a 0, is 20. 80 minus 60, 180 minus 60 is 120. 180 minus 59, so we're taking the 60 and we're gonna subtract 1 less. So your answer that you have remaining should go up. So mentally, it's 121. If you want to do it on the side vertically, when they get tricky, go ahead and do that. 6 minus 3 is 3. 60 minus 30 is 30. There's a double. 760 minus 30 is 730. And 760 minus 28. Instead of having 30, we took away 28. So the number I have left or remaining after the subtraction should go up by 2. So mentally, 732. Or you can do it vertically. Okay, remember 8 take away 0, I have to borrow. Comes a 5. 10 take away 8 is 2. 5 take away 2 is 3. Drop my 7 down. 732. So if you need to do that, that's fine as well. Here they had 138 take away 17, and they did it vertically and got 121. They're giving an example, and this is their check. All right, so they checked it to see. So 138 minus 19. Now I could probably do that mentally, knowing that that's just 2 numbers away, but let's do it anyway. 9 is bigger than 8, so 3 becomes a 2, and 8 becomes 18. 18 take away 9 is a double, so that's 9. 2 take away 1 is 1. Drop my 1 down, 119. And my check would be 119 plus 19. 9 and 9 is 18. Carry the 1. 1, 2, 3. Drop my 1 down, 138. And that's an okay problem. I'm not going to check the last due just because we're going to be moving along here. So 445 take away 35 could be done mentally. If you look at the ones place, 5 take away 5 is 0. 4 take away 3 is 1. And bring your 4 over, 410. All right, and 445 take away 53. You can do the checks for extra credit. 5 take away 3 is 2. 5 is bigger than 4. I have to borrow from my neighbor. 4 becomes 3, and this 4 becomes 14. 14 take away 5 is 9. Drop my 3 down, 392. You can check both of those for tomorrow or to remind. Let's go to the next page. And we have a few more subtraction facts, so let's work through them. 863 minus 170. 3, and I take nothing away, I still have 3. 7 is bigger than 6, I have to borrow. 8 becomes a 7, 6 becomes 16. 16 take away 7 is 9, 7 take away 1 is 6, 693. 845 take away 152. You can do it horizontally. Remember, any way you can do it is okay. 5 take away 2 is 3. 5 is bigger than 4, means I have to borrow. 8 becomes a 7, and 4 becomes 14. 14 take away 5 is 9. 7 take away 1 is 6. 472 and 228. 8 take away 2. Too big, I have to borrow. 7 becomes a 6, and 2 becomes 12. 12 take away 8 is 4. 6 take away 2 is 4. 4 take away 2 is 2. 418. Take away 274. 8 take away 4 is 4. 7 is bigger than 1. I have to borrow. 4 becomes a 3. And 1 becomes an 11. 11 take away 7 is 4. 3 take away 2 is 1. 567. Take away 184. Remember, make sure you line them up neatly. 7 take away 4 is 3. 8 is bigger than 6. I borrow from my neighbor. 5 becomes a 4. And 6 becomes 16. 16 take away 8 is 8. 4 take away 1 is 3. And 567 take away 148. 8 is bigger than 7. I have to borrow. 6 becomes a 5. And 7 becomes 17. 17 take away 8 equals 9. 5 take away 4 equals 1. And 5 take away 1 equals 4. Let's check that one. 148 and 419. 9 and 8 is 7. Carry the 1. 4, 5, 6. And 4 plus 1 is 5. 567 and 567 is an okay problem. All right. So we also have our exit ticket. Why not? Let's go ahead and do it. 378 and 117. 8 take away 7 is 1. 7 take away 1 is 6. And 3 take away 1 is 2. That was an easy one. 378 take away 119. 9 take away 8, I have to borrow because this 9 is bigger than 8. 7 becomes a 6 and 8 becomes 18. Again, a double. 18 take away 9 is 9. 6 take away 1 is 5. 3 take away 1 is 2. 853 take away 433. 3 take away 3 is 0. 5 take away 3 is 2. 8 take away 4 is 4. And 853 take away 548. 8 is bigger than 3, I have to borrow, making that 5 a 4. And 3 a 13. 13 take away 8 is 5. 4 take away 4 is 0. 8 take away 5 is 3. And that's your math lesson in hyperspeed. We don't ever go that fast, but you can stop and pause the video wherever you want. It's just we will run out of memory if I take too long. Let's do some problems for tomorrow that you can submit to Remind. Let's see here. Any checks can be submitted to Remind. Let's try. These will be the two I'll go over tomorrow. 400 minus 326, 456, excuse me, 456 plus 922. All right, those are the two that I'll go over tomorrow when I start our video tomorrow. All right, submit to Remind if you'd like. So those are that. In science, I have two things I wanted to show you. One is, this is I borrowed this from Gracie. This is ants. And parents, if you want, and they want to do a research report, we went through and looked at different parts of the ant, and all this information can be found on Pebble Go. If you're interested in going to www.pebblego.com, I can send you the password and information. All right, but that's a good resource if you want to go to that. If you have tons of stuff, there's lots of places on the internet to find things like that, but Pebble Go was one we used in class. And for science, let's see how this works. I just have the life cycle of a chicken today. We're still waiting. Hopefully the eggs can be set this evening or tomorrow morning. The incubator is maintaining 100 degrees. So step 1, a female chicken or a hen lays an egg. Step 2, the hen sits on the egg and keeps it warm. And in our case, we're going to use an incubator. All right. Step 3, after approximately 21 days, the chick hatches by using its beak to peck a hole in the egg. We'll have a countdown after the eggs are started, and we'll count down each day how many more days they have to go, and we'll look at the development inside the egg. The chick emerges from the egg. It never looks like that. It's always wet and kind of yucky looking, and then it will eventually fluff up and become a cute chick like you see at Tractor Supply. And over time, the chick grows into a chicken and starts the process over again. Starts laying eggs, hatching out chicks. And like I said, we have one chicken in our barn with chicks and one chicken setting on eggs right now in our barn as well. So that's the life cycle of a chicken. And we'll be looking at more life cycles over the process of doing this from home for science. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. This one's a little bit longer because we're in the classroom and we did a complete math lesson. Guys, work hard. And I will talk to you tomorrow.